Denisha, how come every time I say yes, you say no, or vice versa?
I guess opposites attract. A piece of us starts right now.
A piece of us, a piece of us.
Hello, I'm back. I'm
She's back.
back. Hello, everybody. We are here and we have an announcement to make. Brian, what is the news, honey?
Well, I announced it on the last show
But
without
we're
you.
going to announce it again because I'm back now. So last week didn't count. Okay. And I got all the energy. I'm bringing it all today.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. What's the announcement?
Well, as you know already, we have
Yes.
reached 500
Yes, what a wonderful celebration we are going to be having. We thank you guys so much. It is only because you have decided you were interested in what we have to say. So we appreciate you logging on, subscribing, and viewing with us. So we are going to bring you new shows, new format. As you saw how we opened the show, it's a little different. So we're going to keep it spicy for you guys.
Good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
I was struggling without
I
you.
know you struggle. Listen, it's not much now you can do without me. Yes, God has blessed you immensely. Okay, Brian, so what are we talking about tonight?
We are talking about why do opposites attract?
Yes, yes, because we are in fact opposite, but I am attracted to you, honey. Mm-mm. Okay, so where do you want to start? Where do you want to start? You want to go first?
Yeah, I think I got it all figured out.
Do you? Do you? We will see.
So, when it comes to opposites,
Yes.
it's just like a battery. You have a positive and you have a negative.
Okay, I'm following
And
so far.
when you put those two together, somehow it creates a spark.
Oh, yes.
I still don't understand the physics of it because, you know, why would you want to be with somebody that
Doesn't give you a spark.
you don't have that much in common with?
Yeah. But no, I think the thing is, why would you want to be with someone that you had everything in common with? Because it would be boring if there were no negative to your positive. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're with somebody that has the same thoughts as you, the same mindset, the same decision making, it would get boring because you would literally be dating yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
No, no. Child. Okay, so they say opposites attract, but is that the secret to a lasting relationship or the reason that they actually fall apart? So being opposite, does that keep you together or does that make you fall apart?
No, it depends on the relationship. It depends on the individuals. Some people they do great not being opposites, and you know they stay together forever.
Yeah.
So it depends on the individuals.
Uh, yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Tonight we're breaking down why we're drawn to people who are nothing like us and if it actually works. So if we're going to be talking about this topic, obviously we have to talk about ourselves and give a piece of us.
Okay.
So what do you think that we do think alike sometimes, but
Sometimes.
right. Is that the exception or the rule? Most often we don't agree.
Most often.
We don't
'Cause,
agree.
Again, when I say yes to something, you're like, no, no, no,
Not
no,
true.
no,
That is
no.
so not true. You
Every
see
now
it.
and-
That's your perception.
Every now and then you will say yes, but usually either you're gonna say
Give an
no.
example. Example.
Nope.
Example.
Either you're gonna say no or you're gonna give some kind of kickback before you say yes. You're just not gonna just say yes.
That is not true. There
You'll
are
say
plenty
yes, but it
things.
has to be, we gotta go through the motions, and then you'll say yes.
Well, I guess too. Like I said, give an example because it depends on what you're asking for or trying to get me to do. Exactly. Because sometimes you'll have us somewhere off doing something crazy, canoeing in a boat somewhere in Alaska. And no, the answer is no. So, yeah.
Cause I'm adventurous. I like adventure.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you would do it just to appease me.
Yes, that is true. That is true. That's part of being married, I think, compromising. And you pulling me out of some of my structure. Because we talked about this before, that I'm very structured. You're very free.
Right.
So I need you to open me up sometimes. And sometimes I need to lock you down. Right? I got to bring you back because you be way out in the stratosphere.
Well, I think I'm spontaneous too.
Very
so
much
I might
so.
say, let's go to the movies, and you're so structured. Well, we have to get the tickets online.
Right.
We have to do this.
Right.
You know, I want to make sure I see all the previews. I don't want to see no previews.
I don't want to be late. So here's the thing. He's a late, and I'm an early. I love to be early. I want to be on time. I want to get in the movie and see when they first open the curtain. Like, I want to see them open the curtain and then the previews come on. I don't want to, like, when we went to see Michael Jackson, which, by the way, was an excellent movie. You guys, you have to go see it. We missed the previews, and I don't like that, because what if something's coming and now we missed it? We don't know what's going on in the movies and cinema world.
Man, they be playing those previews for like 20 minutes.
Right, but we missed it. That's how late we were. We got in and Michael Jackson was on the screen. Michael Jackson was almost a teenager by the time we got in our seats. And so I don't like that. I don't like to miss anything, especially for the price of the tickets. Like, I want every bit of my money. If we're spending $35 a ticket, I want to see from the beginning to the end, from the T to the D. So I want to see everything. I want to see everything. So you guys, what do you guys say? We want to see you in the chat. Go ahead and drop a comment and we will reply and we will talk back to you guys. We are doing a little different format, so we may not be able to reply today.
Right, because some of our videos will be uploaded and then some of them will be live.
Right.
That's why you got to stay tuned with us, because you never know when we're going to be live.
We're going to keep it moving and changing and keep you guessing. But we do want to hear from you, especially our favorite people that are always with us on Sunday nights. So please. And we didn't do the welcome either. We were so excited about our celebration that we didn't do the welcome to our show. So welcome to A Piece of Us. I am Bryant.
I am not Denisha. I am Bryant.
And I just said we're not live. We're not going to have any bloopers, but I'm not going to cut that out of Denisha. That is so funny. I'm becoming you, I guess. We're getting so close. I don't know what that was about. I think
some of me has rubbed off
I
on
think
you,
so,
though.
too. A little bit. And I hope vice versa.
Yeah.
Jesus, I hope vice versa. Anyway, welcome to the show. It is Sunday night at 8:30, and you are here with us, and we are having a ball tonight, and we are talking about why do opposites attract. So go ahead, Brian. What else do you have to say?
Well, I usually, if I say something to you and you buck up against me, I try to analyze why. I try to look at it from your perspective and not always my perspective.
Yes.
And when I analyze it, sometimes I say, okay, I can see why she said that. I can see why she wants to do it this way. Sometimes.
Right.
Most of the time, no.
Right. I think that's true, though. When you're in an argument or when you're talking, and not that you were talking about an argument, but that's the thought that I had. When you're talking with someone, you always, you want to listen to hear what the person is saying. And a lot of times we just listen so that I can start talking when you stop talking.
I listen while you talk.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. We're not going to let him get away with that. But, I think I'm learning, and I think maybe you are too, based on your comment, is that when you do say something, sometimes you have to listen from that person's perspective and not from your own perspective. Right? And that's a hard thing to do. That's very, very hard to do in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to hearing what you want to hear. And sometimes when your partner gives you, they're telling you something, you're still hearing it the way you hear it, and you're repeating back something completely different than what the person said, because you're only hearing it in your language.
Right.
Yeah, that's so important.
Because you're corporate and regimented, and I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah, that's true. God knows that's true. All you need is a 5-minute conversation, and you would know that that's true.
I'm more spontaneous.
Yes.
Let's do it.
More outgoing. You're more outgoing. I'm more homebody.
Am I introvert or?
No, you're an extrovert.
I'm an extrovert?
Yes. Type B.
Now, what about you?
I'm an introvert. I am introverted. I like to be home. I'm quiet. I don't like a lot
quiet?
of people. Yes.
When?
I'm always quiet.
When you
got
watching
jokes?
TV?
You got plenty jokes. No, I am quiet. You're more outgoing. You're more in people's faces, talky, laughy, laughy. I'll just sit back in the cut and kind of wait.
You know what? I think that's one of the things that attracted me to you, because a lot of times I'm in the limelight, and people want to be associated with you because you're associated with this person, or you're in the limelight, doing this, and you were never like that. I appreciate that I could tell that you always loved me for the person I am, and not because of what I do,
right?
or who I may be portrayed as.
Right.
You love me for the real me.
Oh yeah.
In spite of my flaws, or
you're just laying it on tonight. I love it. No. And quite seriously, it's true. The thing is too, once you get to know someone and you know the real them, not just the person that's up on the stage, not just the suited and booted guy, the guy. And you're like, okay, I still love him though. I still love him. And that's just where I'm at with it, I love you.
And I love you.
All right, so differences. So let's talk about curiosity and excitement. I think we touched on it a little bit. The reasons that opposites attract work, because it's always exciting. Like we were saying, it's always something new. We're not always doing what I want to do. We're not always doing what just you want to do.
Right.
So it works.
Mm-hmm.
What about communication breakdowns? We talked about it a little bit. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then we bump heads because you're just not getting what I'm saying.
Right.
Can there be frustration over time? So think about this. What you thought was cute when we first dated. All right, so try to tell me something that you thought was cute when we first started dating to now it's like annoying, like, oh my God.
Just being normal, just being able to go to the movies. We used to go to, back then, we used to go to Red Lobster.
A lot,
just like,
yeah.
normal.
No, I said what was cute and now it's annoying. You can't stand it.
I can't think of nothing off the top of my head.
Nothing that you thought was cute and now you're like, it makes my skin crawl.
Maybe you like music more than me.
Yes. And that's so weird,
She
too.
always has to play music, and his music is loud around the house.
That's so true.
I could have a company with her. I can't even hear what I'm saying to the person because Denise is blasting music.
That's true.
And I'm the musician. I don't even do that.
I own what I own. I am. I love music. I hate dead air. I hate dead space. So there's always got to be. Maybe it's my hyperactivity. I don't know that.
Sometimes I just like quiet, serenity.
I do
peace.
Sometimes, but mostly I'm a music person. So if I'm getting dressed, there's music. If I'm cleaning, there's music. I love if I'm cooking and you're playing the piano, you're working on something. It's the best thing in the world to me. I love it. I'm sorry.
No, I could be playing the piano. You will still have the radio on.
No. When you get to playing, I'll turn it off and I'll listen to you. But then you're such a perfectionist that you'll be on a piece and be digging that thing in and it's like, right. And so I might do that, but no.
I'm exploring ideas.
Yeah, I know. But it's a magical, I call this a music house. That I think that's even our Wi-Fi music house or something like that. Because there's always music, and just to have the privilege, I will definitely call it a privilege, to be in the house and hear someone like you practicing and playing, it's the most amazing thing. I wish I could even describe it. It is it's just wonderful, especially for a music lover like me. Okay, so did we talk about trying to change each other? Do you feel like I try to change you or you try to change
yes.
me?
But I don't try to change you because I think a person should be who
they
they are.
Well, I will say the reason I believe you said I try to change you is because you can be a little messy, Boots, around the house. And we know this, you're a little messy.
No,
So,
I'm not. You're
yes,
you're
you are.
just
Okay, Brian, right now, bedroom.
I'm not. But
Right now, bedroom.
You're just OCD with
That's
everything.
not true.
Like as soon as she come in the house, the
Yes.
first thing she do is grab a broom.
Yes.
and a dustpan.
And you know why? Because we live in the woods. I'm Goldilocks.
It could be nothing on the
you
floor.
are my bear. And so when we
It could
come
be nothing.
in,
It's just your
there's
regimen.
always leaves that we track in. There's always some debris on the floor. And so I have to sweep. We don't take our shoes off all the time. And we do have the shoe covers, which we never use.
Yeah, we got a whole thing of
Shoe covers. Nobody ever uses them. The workers that
and
come,
you work
they
in a
will.
hospital tracking all them germs in my house.
Probably do. My God, but that's why I'm sweeping. I'm always sweeping. But yes, so Brian can use a little change in that department.
Oh,
but I hope that's what you were talking about. You're not talking about character or who you are. I would never do that. Well, I would. Your clothes too sometimes. Okay, so we're just gonna move on about that.
because she wants me to be completely normal.
His clothes.
She wants me
yes.
to wear.
Normal?
She like tries to dress me,
And he likes to
and
dress
I be
like
looking like I'm getting ready
Liberace
to go.
sometimes.
I be looking like I'm going on Wall Street or something.
Yeah, and sometimes he wants to look like Liberace, and I can't handle it. I
no,
can't.
I've never been flamboyant like that.
Not like that, but
He's
love
flamboyant.
not
Was flamboyant.
I'm not talking about flamboyancy. I'm not talking about that at all. Let's not get it twisted. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the outlandishness of it all. Like you would love to have something like a peacock on your jacket.
Never. You would never see.
No,
That's
I'm being
flamboyant.
dramatic, but I'm saying
But I
that's
would
what
never
you like.
do that. I
What's something else you?
I have subtle things, but you would never see me like flashy.
Not
and
like that. You're missing
You would
the
never
point.
see me with a peacock.
Look at Kim.
You just see that's what you do. You take something this small and you just blow it
No,
up.
Brian, because you know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly
Because
what
I'm not
saying.
straight corporate looking.
Right, that's true. That's true.
You want me to dress like I'm going to a business meeting all the time.
Right, or like a preppy, like it just stepped out of a GQ catalog or something.
No,
Like
but that's not me.
preppy, I like it.
That's
I know.
not
No,
me.
you're like more outlandish. I don't know, but I love it. It is growing on me. So for the event that we have coming up, which we'll tell you guys about that later. So you have to be here next week. We have a big event coming up, and we'll tell you about it. I said I wanted you to have something like a spark or something to the outfit.
I already have the suit in the closet.
Yes.
The shirt that
'Cause
I wanted to wear, but
No, you did not have the suit already.
yes, I did. Denisha goes behind my back and buy me another suit. I got a suit for you and a shirt. I'm
No,
like,
I didn't.
"That's
It wasn't a
okay."
suit. It was a pants, shirt, and suspenders. And then the
I don't
shirt
even wear
didn't
suspenders.
think it didn't come out the way I expected it to. So then, because I am learning to do better, I said, "Okay, Brian, we will go together to the mall, and you can pick out whatever you want. I will not." And you picked a shirt that I didn't necessarily like at first, and then when we put it together, I said, "Oh, that works."
Because I know what I'm doing.
And so I am warming up to your different, the way that you dress. No, I love it actually. And again, if I didn't love your whole put together, I wouldn't be here. So don't, you know that. But I do tease you, and I'm going to continue to tease you because your dress sometimes can be crazy. Okay. What else you got? Anything before we close?
No.
You good? So do opposites actually last? We'll close out on that. Do you think they actually last?
It depends on a couple.
I think so too. I think that there has to be understanding and not competition, and you want to complement each other. You don't want to clash. So even though you have differences, they should be blended differences, things that I can pull from you, things you can pull from me, and then we make this nice meshy little couple.
Yeah. Another thing that attracted me to you is you were very assertive.
Am I assertive?
And I could tell you wasn't like an easy pull.
What do
like-
you mean by that? You had to work to get me?
No, well, yeah, you would never be the person that a guy could talk to and then, 2-3 weeks later they laying in bed with you.
God, no.
You was never that person.
Oh, God, no.
But you always sparked in my mind curiosity.
Oh.
Like, how come she's not like a lot of other women? You was very, very focused. You was regimented. I don't know if I like that part too much. 'Cause you didn't have that
So that's the
spontaneity.
thing. Mhm.
But everything had to have a plan and detail. But I think it was the curiosity that.
But I think so. The thing that attracted me to you, I would say, is probably your creativity and isn't that weird? Your spontaneity. Because I'm not like that, I do admire that in you. And so sometimes I'll step outside my box. Like when I was growing up and even as an adult, like after 7:00, if I'm in the house, it's like dinner, clean, get ready for the next day. I'm never going out of the house after 7:00. So yesterday you were like, we had eaten dinner. I'm laying back. I'm chilling. All right, let's go to the mall now. I'm like, at 7:00, we're going to the mall. And I was like, okay. I didn't fight, right? You was like, let's go. I was like, all right, let's go.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. So like, I'm getting used to not being so like, you have to do it just like this way every single time.
And I don't even like.
And I like that feeling.
I don't even like shopping at malls, but
Yeah.
it was just one of those.
Yeah,
things
we just had to go and
I
see.
sensed something,
Yeah.
and I was able to find what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly,
You were right.
but not in
You
no
got something
Macy's. 'Cause I would never buy new clothes out of. I don't
See
want to wear it done to everybody else. It's
Right.
got-
So
it's gotta be-
but that's exactly what I'm talking about. He doesn't want to. He wants to stand out. So something he bought is not. You're not going to see nobody else in it because it's different. It's colorful a lot of times. So that's exactly what I meant about that. Okay, so here is our scripture for tonight because Brian also forgot his scripture when he was without me. And
was
this
struggling.
one says, can two walk together except they agree? And that comes from Amos 3:3. So that kind of maybe is contradictory to our topic since we're talking about opposites attract, and that Bible verse says, how can two walk together unless they agree? But of course the Bible is speaking about spiritually and mindsets and things of that nature. So we I think in wrapping up we said that opposites give us spontaneity, it gives us curiosity, it makes things more exciting because you're not dating yourself, which is the only thing you would do and the only things you want to do. What would you say in summary?
Well, you can also agree to disagree, but you don't have to be disagreeable.
Hey, now I love that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just because I don't agree with you don't mean that you got to fight me.
That's right.
Because I always say to you, Denisha, I'm not you.
Yeah, he does say that all the time. That he does. And that will bring me back sometimes. That will center me back to be like, yeah, he's not me. He's different, and we're thinking differently.
Because you have it all together, especially in business. She has
I
it
don't.
all
That's not
together.
true.
We doing this. We doing
thank
this.
you.
What can we do? No, you're going to use this card. You're going to do this. Okay.
Yeah. And
That's been a learning curve
that's
for me.
that's financially, I think it's just the way my mind thinks because I see a goal, I'm laying out a plan, and I'm like, I want to stick to this goal so that we can get to where we both want to be.
She lives for tomorrow. I live for today.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's it, honey. That is it. I think that sums up the whole thing. That is true. I definitely plan and am thinking about
Retirement. I'm
strategically
like, we
getting
might
to
not
the
even
next
get
day.
that far.
Right. That's so, and he's right about that.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to
Yes,
it.
yes. Drop your comments in. We want to hear from you. In closing, I'm going to say opposites attract, but alignment keeps you together. Okay. So we will see you. Like and subscribe, you guys. We want to see you next week. And have a good night.
Because our first goal was 500.
Yes.
And now our goal is 1,000. We don't just stop when we reach a goal.
Oh, Lord.
So now we got to move it on to 1,000.
Here we go, y'all. Have a good night.
Peace.